All right, what up, peace? Welcome back to the Lionel B Show, man. Today we got a brand new exclusive, man. We got Desiree Davis in the building today, man. Now, I know a lot of y'all are used to seeing me like just do regular type videos, but we got an exclusive interview, man. Recently, she's come under fire, man, about doing a GoFundMe scam, and we got her live on deck on the Lionel B Show. Desiree Davis, what is good with you?
Hi, Lionel B. Thank you so much for the opportunity to clear the air. Thank you.
No problem, man. We definitely, you know what I'm saying? We definitely want to give you a platform, man, and just really get the truth behind everything and kind of know like exactly what's going on, because right now, you know, the internet is kind of trying to figure out who is Desiree Davis. You know, a lot of people have heard your story. Your story went viral. There's a lot of photos that came out about you. So we definitely, you know, we appreciate you coming on to, you know, the TV show, you know what I'm saying, to let us know like what's going on with you. So tell us a little bit about the illegal butt injections. Tell us some, you know, a little bit about that. Like, how did that come about?
So I just first and foremost, I have illegal butt injections.
Okay.
I came and I wanted to let the world know that I had these illegal butt injections because they were affecting my health and they were moving around in my body and they were affecting my breathing and the way I slept and the way my daily life was. And so I wanted to let other women know as well as saving myself, because at the time I had visited the doctor. Mind you, I didn't know that this was affecting me at all. So I have so many emotions and stuff going on inside of me. But the problem is I started a GoFundMe to help fund the surgery, because the doctor at the doctor's office told me that he couldn't do anything for me and that I needed to go see a plastic surgeon for this issue. I didn't know what expiration time I had to live or whatever, because he wasn't telling me anything.
Gotcha.
So of course I'm freaking out at this point. I have kids, you know, have a daily life that I have going on, and at this point, this man is telling me I have something in my body that does not belong.
Right.
And he's telling me, I'm asking him and telling him, well, what am I supposed to do about it? He's saying, well, you could just leave it in or you could take it out.
So pretty much he didn't really tell you like, okay, this is something that could potentially kill you. He was just saying like, okay, he
definitely said that it's something that could kill you.
Okay.
But he definitely said it's something that it will kill you eventually.
Eventually, but there was no like time limit. Like, okay,
there's no time limit. I never said that I had 6 months to live.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've never said that I had 2 months to live, and I never said that I said that I needed to get this out of my body as soon as possible, because I'm going to die from it if I don't, which is true.
Okay. Understandably. Okay. So basically, so the doctor didn't really give you a time frame. So how did a lot of viewers want to know? Okay, they're saying, okay, Desiree Davis, you know, she has a GoFundMe, she has a scam. Like, why would people get the idea that you were scamming people on the internet in order to get a surgery that could save your life?
I feel like it was a lot of haters, for one, because they're like thinking that my butt is real because it looks real, and I've never said anything about it. And they're like, oh, all of a sudden you're saying something about this after you being on the internet shaking your ass all the time and blah blah blah. So all of a sudden it's fake. But I mean, there was just something that I really probably wouldn't have never told the world if I wouldn't have had an issue with it.
Got you. So basically, so when you initially told the world, you know, about exactly what was going on, it was more so like to help people out, to help girls. Like,
it was to help others out and to help myself as well.
I got you.
When I posted the thing, I have a thing on there, and I'm telling young girls on the post that I have a life or death situation. If I don't get this surgery and I don't get this stuff taken out of my body, that I will die eventually. But
Gotcha.
I did not say that I'm going to die tomorrow. I'm going to die next week. I'm going to die from this shit if it does not come out.
Understand.
I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. This stuff that is in your body, you don't know what it is
Right.
until they actually cut you open and can see.
And
X-rays,
then at that point, they can kind of determine like what you was injected with and all of that.
But at that point, you have to have the money for it.
So for them to even cut you open and figure out what you was injected with, you got to have the money to at least.
You got to have the money for the surgery.
Okay, I feel you. I got you.
You also have to have the money for consultations. You also have to have the money to travel. You also have to have the money for hotel rooms because that's not the state that you live in. You'll also have to have money to stay in that state for as long as you need to until your butt is fixed, or until you're healthy enough to be cleared to go back home.
Gotcha.
So there is a process with it. It is a lot of money. It does cost.
Yeah. So not only are you paying the amount that the actual doctor is requesting, but you're also paying for travel, you paying to eat, you paying for the hotel lodging, like, so all of that's pretty much adding up.
And then this is the thing about it. You have to pay for all of these fees. You have to do that. You have to. That is a part of taking care of your business.
Right.
That is a part of making sure that you're handling your business. You have to go and see a doctor. You have to travel if it's not inside of your home distance. You have to do your research on different doctors. You can't just go with one doctor and just expect that this doctor is going to be the doctor to save your life. I would advise a lot of women to actually do their research on doctors because you don't know what these doctors' offices, will do. I mean, I went to a doctor's office that ended up backlashing on me. So you just never know what doctor's offices will do to you or how they'll make you feel. So at the end of the day, you have to do your research on this whole process. This is not an overnight thing. Right. And just like K. Michelle, when she was having issues with her body, she was still on tour. Mm-hmm. When other women have issues with their body, they still have to live their daily lives and move around and do things that they're supposed to do. Cook food, take care of their kids, make sure that their kids are happy, walk them to the park if you got to. If you don't know when it's your last day. So you're going to make sure that you're handling your business and being happy at the same time.
Right. So basically not just sitting up and saying, woe is me. You still got to maintain your daily
I'm not going to sit up and be depressed because if I be depressed, then that makes all the other women that are having the same issue, I have to be strong for them because originally I came out to save them and myself. So at the end of the day, I have to be strong for the both of us.
I understand.
This is not about no GoFundMe money because if that was the case, I would have put the GoFundMe money for $21,000, which was the whole thing.
Right.
I put it for $15,000 because I didn't know how much it was going to cost, but I did research on it and they said it was going to be about $10,000 to $15,000. So I did it at $15,000 to begin with. And then when they told me it was $21,000, I didn't want to change it because I didn't want people to think I was being money hungry or anything like that. Right. So I was like, I'll just come up with the rest of the money on my own if I have to.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's definitely respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can definitely understand where you're coming from in terms of, okay, you initially set your goal at 15,000. You didn't want to increase it because you didn't want people to be kind of looking at you like sideways, like, well, why is it was this amount and now it's that amount?
Yes.
So,
because I wanted to start getting money for it to even be able to start looking for doctors. I mean, I had to start some type of hope. You know what I'm saying? I had to start some type of, so I had to help myself. And that's all I was trying to do at this time was to help myself and to help other women.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Nivea. Now, she was recently on Ayanna Fix My Life, and she actually came out and she had some things to say about you. It seems like you guys did develop some type of friendship, but at some point it kind of went left. Tell us a little bit about her and your relationship with her. How did y'all meet, and how did it get to the way it is now?
Um, we met on Instagram. She reached out to me because of my whole butt injection thing. It went viral, and she saw the story and wanted to reach out to me for whatever her purposes were.
Okay.
Um, Nivea and I turned left because she got mad because I wouldn't go to the doctor that she wanted me to go to. Like, she wanted to do everything for me far as the surgery, and I wanted to do it on my own. She wanted to do everything but pay for it. She wanted to orchestrate what doctor I went to, when I went there, and her coming and all of this and all of that, but she never once asked to help put $1 in. She wanted to be a part of my journey, but she never wanted to actually help.
Gotcha.
So she got mad when I didn't also go live with her. She wanted me to go live with her to clear up the air of people saying that this was a scam and blah blah blah. And I told her that I wasn't going. I told her from jump that I didn't want to go in there and do that, because at the end of the day, if a person didn't believe me, that they didn't believe me. I'm not about to keep on battling with these people and arguing with these people on the internet. And she's like, well, I got your back. I got my people arguing for you. And I'm like, I don't need you to do that. I'm good. I stand alone. I don't need a group of people under me. I don't need a group of army of women to defend me when I know that I'm what I'm doing is right. And um another thing is that she came on there as a BET producer for Killer Curves. She's actually not a BET producer for Killer Curves. She is a cast member that has illegal butt injections and that had issues with them, and that is going through the same thing that I'm going through. But her story happened back in 2015 or whenever back then, when social media wasn't as hot. So, her stuff was severe, but your story back then, the social media, nobody cared as much as it is now. So you're looking at this girl like, dang, you have 170,000 or 80,000 followers, and I have 32,000. You feel like that should be your platform because you went through more than what I've been through, I guess. She also said that I stole her book title, um, when actually Larry Solomon wrote a book called Scar Tissue in 2004. And she might have got that idea from him. And I might have gotten that idea from her. Like, it's called inspiration. What's wrong with wanting to inspire other women to do better and to do more and to write books and to spread their love and their story to other people? What's wrong with what's wrong with more than one story? Just because you have a story that happened to you this way, there's other people's stories that happen to them this way. You can't be mad and jealous about that. She also says that she wanted to take me under her wing, and I declined. She tried to bully me to do things her way, just like her mom said in the Iviana Fix My Life. Like, if she doesn't do what you say, then you're on her shit list. Like, her mom said that she's bullied her, and her mom said that, she drains the life out of people. She's
Okay.
manipulative. This is coming from her own family, your real family, not no
Wow.
fake family, not no, this is your mother that birthed you that said that you're manipulative on national TV. So if your mother has said some things like that about you and all of this and all of that, and you're coming on here and you're bashing another young woman, but you say that you are about women empowerment, you wouldn't be bashing me. You also said in that your Aviana fixed my life that you were bitter. So I don't know if that's why you have so much animosity towards me or what, but I still don't have a problem with this woman. She blocked me on Instagram because I wouldn't do shit her way.
So you feel like she pretty much tried to kind of take control and just kind of make you into a puppet and you weren't going for it. So therefore, that's kind of how things went left.
That's how things went left with me and her. Now all of a sudden she has to expose me, and all of a sudden she's a BET producer. But in reality, Lala is the BET producer. You have no cause of that show.
So Lala,
So
what? Lala Anthony? That's a producer?
Lala Anthony is the BET producer of Killer Curves.
Okay. That's
She
what's
is
up.
not the BET producer of Killer Curves. She is a cast member that is having issues with the killer with the thing, and
So
she
so
has
so
brought.
so the people that don't really know what Killer Curves is, because I personally I don't even know what Killer Curves is. Kind of tell us a little bit about
It's
what
a
Killer
show
Curves is
on
about.
It's a show on BET where women have black market injections and they're telling their story.
Okay, gotcha.
And she mentioned it to me before. I'm not gonna lie, but like that's not my style. Like, I would love the opportunity to be on BET or whatever, but you're not a producer. You
Gotcha.
are a cast member. So regardless of the fact, whatever you say doesn't go.
Gotcha. Okay.
It doesn't go. And it's just like you've been accused of things. She's been accused of putting this same material in people's bodies and blah blah blah. And if it was true or if it was not true, people still accused her of that.
Right.
And it still made you feel some type of way when people did that to you. So why would you do it to someone else? If you
So
said that you wanted to help them, I'm just saying. If you say that you could, if you say that you wholeheartedly came to help them, why are you coming on here doing this?
gotcha.
Because if you really want to help somebody, hey, if I tried to help you, if you didn't want the help, then that's on you. And I'm not going to bash you about it. I'm not going to go reach out to anybody about it. Because
So
I'm not trying to check, I'm not trying to get any clout off of your name. I
so
did it from the heart.
so pretty much at the point where you was kind of like you seemed like you really didn't need her. At that point, the relationship changed. Like y'all were no longer friends. Is that kind of how it went down?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we were friends to begin with. We met off of Instagram. She seen an opportunity and thought that she could take it. She seen an opportunity to be like, oh, I'm going to be the mentor of the butt shots.
Gotcha. Okay.
But this is the thing with her. You say that I stole your idea of wanting to mentor women, but this happened to you back in 2015, 2014, right? Why haven't you been helping women? Why didn't you reach out to those other women and cling on to them?
So so
Why?
so you and her y'all met like what year did y'all actually meet?
We just met 2 months ago when
Oh,
this
2 months
happened.
ago. So and this
Yeah,
happened to her back in 2000. You said 14, 15.
14, 15.
Wow. Okay.
So this happened to you back then. And so I haven't heard your name in no media about you helping nobody. I haven't heard your name in no media about you start no foundation for no young women. I haven't heard about you doing none of that. Now you may want to do it, which is a great thing because women need it. But that's not something that if you wanted to do that, you would have been done that before.
Gotcha. So okay, so basically also, man, they were saying you basically traveled and you went to go see some type of doctor, and the doctor had a couple of things to say about you, on the on the particular interview. Can you kind of
Okay.
comment and like who was the doctor that spoke out about you and give us a little bit more information about that?
Um, it was actually not a doctor that spoke out about me. It was an office manager who is the doctor's ex-wife.
You said
She is
you
not.
said the doctor's ex-wife?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh,
And
yeah.
how do I know that? Because she talks her business.
Okay.
So, she is now trying to, I guess, bash me, um, lying and saying that I'm calling their office and harassing her. She's making his office look bad with all this gossip and unprofessional um stuff that she's doing. You're talking about other people's business to other people, which is very unprofessional.
All right. So also, it basically, Desiree, came out that Dr. Galarani, their office had a few things to say about you. They didn't really mention you by name, of course, due to HIPAA laws. They didn't really mention you by name, but they were
Yes.
saying that they really didn't have any patient that was on the verge of dying. So,
Yes.
can you speak to that?
They were lying. They were saying that they don't have a patient that is dying.
Mhm.
For one, I went to visit Galarani for a consultation. I got a quote from him, and we'll go into detail about that. But to long story short, I'm not Galarani's patient. I'm not Galarani's patient. So it wouldn't be a patient at Galarani's office dying because I'm not his patient.
So how did his name get brought into the mix? So if you weren't a patient, like how did you get like involved with the
I
people?
I visited Dr. Galarani's office because I was doing my research on the whole butt injection thing. I
Okay.
heard that he was a great doctor,
Okay.
but that he was very pricey. I asked a young lady about her issues, and she referred me also to Dr. Galarani, but she said that he was very pricey and that I needed to get my hustle on to go
Okay.
visit him.
Gotcha.
So then at that point, she's like, okay, so you got to go get your hustle on. So I'm like, okay, he pretty pricey, but I could go for a consultation at least to go see him and see if he can help me, see how much it's gonna cost, see what's up. Just let me see if he can save my life.
Gotcha.
And so I started having communication with an office manager there named Marianne, which was the lady that those ladies were talking to in the video.
Okay.
I was having conversations back and forth, Marianne, and she seemed very, very nice and things like that. And we had great conversations, and there was nothing ever. There was no bad blood between me and her at all.
Mhm.
I came to do the consultation, which was $300. The flight costs money, the room costs money, and then the MRI costs $300. So I'm having to pay this money, but mind you, before all of this, I've already had my own money.
Right.
I was already traveling, I was already modeling, and I was already making money. I might not have had $21,000, but I had enough money to survive.
Okay. So let me just cut in a little bit. So you basically had to pay for your flight to get there. You had to pay for the consultation, which was 300, and you also had to pay for your hotel and everything like that. So you actually came out of pocket a lot.
Just by going to go see this doctor.
So
And when I went to go visit with this doctor, I visited with Dr. Galarani for 30 minutes for $300. They he told me what he saw in the MRIs, what was wrong with me, that if I didn't hurry up and get it out, that it was going to get way worse, that he has seen women's bodies parts, or he's seen bad things happen from this, including death.
so basically, if you don't have 15, 16, 17, 18, $20,000, you're basically pretty much gonna die if you got an illegal butt injection.
If you don't find another option or another way, if you don't have the money to pay this person, what are you gonna do? Like the thing about it is, what is crazy to me is that you guys, these doctors make all of this money, and you know that these women have this in them because you've done x-rays on it. And for you guys not to want to help save these women because you feel like they put them in them, you feel like they put that in themselves is not right. You help, you like, it's like these doctors' office don't really want to help these women.
So they
It
pretty much
costs
about the money.
they want the money. Because when I was actually leaving out of Dr. Gallerani's office, Marianne started harassing me and saying, well, if you want to set up an appointment, you need to pay $5,000. Well, where was I going to get $5,000 from right then and there if I hadn't cashed out of my GoFundMe?
So basically 5,000 just to set up an appointment. Like, what were they gonna actually do in that appointment?
That was to set up the surgery date.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Now, that was $5,000 to set up the surgery date.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I had to have 21,000 to them by February, before about a week or two before the actual surgery date. So that was like the beginning of February, right? That I have to have this $21,000. Where was I gonna get $21,000 from? I had already just put $15,000 on here, so I knew that $21,000 by February was not going to work. So she told me I was going to see if she could do it for like maybe like March or give me like a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
She told me that she could not do my surgery until August if I did not have that surgery on February the 27th.
Gotcha.
She sent me multiple emails and said it needs to be paid by 2 p.m. It needs to be paid by such and such p.m. It needs to be paid by such and such p.m. or we cannot hold this date. So if you told me that
so
you
pretty
can't,
much like every day or every few days she would send you an email?
I mean, like, you know, it's like three or two or three of them, but 2 or 3 of them from a doctor's office. You're supposed to let these people choose to feel if they want to deal with you or not.
Right.
Not for you to hassle them about coming to your business. If they want to come to your business, let them pay that on their own and do that on their own. It's
So
not for you
at some point she
them.
kind of became like a debt collector a little bit. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
like
come
she
pay this
wanted
money.
that. She wanted that money. She wanted that money that was not cashed out yet, and that I don't even think I had made. I don't even think the GoFundMe had $5,000 when I went to go see him at the time. It was just starting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you wanted some money, and I hadn't done my research yet.
Right.
So you told me that, well, if I didn't get it by a certain time, that you couldn't do my surgery until August. That's why the surgery is not done yet.
Got you.
That's why the surgery is not done yet, because you told me in a message, I have a message on Instagram that with me and her writing back and forth, and she told me that we're booked until August if you do not book February's date. But mind you, you want me to come up with $21,000 by February. You want me to come up with
So do you
$8,000
kind
by
of
February?
do you kind of feel like she used kind of like a car salesman type tactic, like buy now type of thing, or was it more so like she was?
Or we're not gonna do you, or
So
you're gonna have to
basically,
wait, and we're gonna make you look bad because you're
so
gonna wait. You waiting.
so pretty much, so if you didn't have this amount by February, they weren't going to deal with you at all. Period, is what you're saying.
Until August, I guess.
Okay.
Until August. That's what she said. She said she was booked until August, and that's from her own mouth. This is not something that I'm he say she saying. This is from her mouth. This is from that doctor's office that's saying that I'm not. This is from their mouth. This is from their mouth. Let me go ahead and show this paperwork here. This is the actual doctor's paperwork. This is Alberto Gallerani. Oh, is it messing up?
Now we could see it.
Okay. Desiree Davis, right? Now, if I was faking and all of this, they couldn't provide you with this piece of information. Because on this piece of information, this is what it says.
So for the viewers that can't really see that, like what is it that you're showing us right now?
I'm gonna also send you a picture so you can actually flash it across your screen.
Okay.
It says extensive complex cosmetic removal of foreign material from bilateral gluteus and lumbar with wedge reconstruction. Estimate 4-hour surgical fee $17,500. Memorial Hospital fee is $3,405. Extensive complex cosmetic removal of the foreign material from the bilateral gluteus and lumbar with wedge recision was $17,500. To go to the hospital, it was going to be $3,450. The full operative clearance will be needed by primary care was going to be $350. The post-surgical garment was going to be $300. The overnight in the hospital was going to be $500. The consultation fee was $300, and it came out to be $21,450. Now, in that interview with them, she said that her prices range from $15,000 to $20,000. Why is mine $21,000? Why is mine more than everybody else's? Because I had to GoFundMe? Like, why is mine more than everybody else's? Mine is 21,400, and she told me I don't post that information on the internet. Why can't I post this information on the internet? It's my information. It doesn't have nothing to do with you. Right. This is my information. Why I can't post it if you don't want, why I can't post this information? And second off, if I didn't have an issue or I didn't have butt shot issues, why are y'all even seeing me? Because you can always decline your clients if their health issues are not bad like that. You can tell them, well, you can wait till it gets worse, or you can wait, it's not really needed at this time. Why would you quote me this if it's not needed? Why?
So kind of tell some of our viewers, man, some that may not know you, some that may be brand new to the story. What type of things are you actually going through in terms of dealing with illegal butt injections?
What happens with this whole butt injection thing is everybody's body is different. When she did that interview and had conversations about the whole thing and was asking, well, are people dying? She said, well, the only people that that can die from it are people that are having shortness of breath. Well, the lady in the interview said, well, she did say she was having shortness of breath.
All right, so basically, I mean, so it seems like they really about their money. They really trying to get their money to save lives, so to speak.
Yeah, they need their money. They have a financial policy that the non-refundable deposit, this is for Dr. Galarani's office, is required to hold your date of surgery. The balance must be paid in full 10 days prior to surgery. If you make increasable payments towards your surgery, they are non-refundable. And the surgical price quote is valid for 30 days with the deposit only.
So, okay, so the price may change if you don't get it at a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is the type of stuff that I was dealing with. So I, decided to go and visit another doctor because I, first off, don't have this much money. You said that you can't do it until August. If I don't have $21,000 to you by February, which I knew I wasn't, I didn't want to lose out on a $5,000 non-refundable deposit. So I didn't want to become your patient.
Gotcha.
And that's why she is on that show.
Now, another question I have for you, man. Some people, they was like, okay, you were in contact with K. Michelle. K. Michelle was willing to put the money up. Can you speak to kind of like what happened with the K. Michelle situation? Because I mean, clearly she got a lot of money.
I mean, but that's what you think.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem with this world. Everybody always just going off of what they think. You don't have no proof facts that lady got money. She might be broke as hell. You don't know that.
True.
That's our problem with our society down to these days. You can go on there and say that the sky is red outside, and somebody is going to tweet about it before they actually go outside and go see them for themselves.
Gotcha. There was kind of like rumors out there online saying that she was actually willing to pay the money.
Okay, and I've heard that Nivea stopped it, right? So that's why. So Nivea said she stopped it, and so her reasoning for stopping it, like I said, maybe she said she was bitter. I don't know. I don't know her reasoning for stopping it, but at the end of the day, you know what God got for me. He got for me is nobody can stop it, regardless. Like, I have an issue. A surgery has to be done. Am I dying tomorrow? I don't know. Or do you know if you're gonna die tomorrow? I want somebody to get on there and show me one post of my lips saying, I need this money because I'm about to die tomorrow. You guys are rushing me to do a surgery that obviously takes time because doctors' offices can get booked like Dr. Gallerani's until August. You guys have not given me any time to get this taken care of.
So you basically, you kind of saying, like, it sounds like you kind of saying that you never said there was immediate need. Like, you never said you was
No, I
dying.
definitely said that it was an immediate need,
Mm-hmm.
because it is an immediate need.
Right.
You have something foreign in your body that is not supposed to be in there. There
Gotcha.
is an immediate need when you're having breathing issues. There is an immediate need when you can't sleep at night. There is an immediate need to get that stuff out of your body as soon as possible. Will you die from it tomorrow? Yeah, you can. You might. Anybody can. It does not have to be. People die from it 10 years from now, 2 days from it now, 3 days from it now. The problem is it's still an issue at hand that us ladies, we guys are getting off the subject, that it's supposed to have been about women not doing this anymore. It's not about no money, because that's not even enough money to get no surgery done.
So Desiree, how did the idea of you being a scammer? Because people are saying, okay, she's the GoFundMe scammer. She scammed people out of this. She scammed people out of that. How did that story even pop up?
Haters, the internet, fake people making GoFundMe's all the time, maybe. I don't know. I can't question what nobody else does or what anybody else says. All I know is what I got going on. I've made two GoFundMe's before. I made one GoFundMe before my birthday because I was telling people, y'all want to send me money for my birthday. This is before Cash App was even popping. And I was like, y'all want to send me money for my birthday, blah, blah, blah. Y'all can send me some money. The night that happened, my scar on my head happened the night of my birthday. That GoFundMe was already up. I took that GoFundMe down later on that day but I had so much going on as far as me being in the hospital and stuff like that I wasn't even on the internet like that. I posted what I posted on the internet and I got off of there.
Hmm.
I didn't was not worried about no GoFundMe or nothing like that. When I actually realized that the GoFundMe was on there still from the night of my birthday, I took it off. But by then, my story had already went viral. It was everywhere, and I guess people thought it was for my head or whatever. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to make a GoFundMe because they have a hole in their head and they gotta get it stitched back up, I thought that was what GoFundMe was for.
And you know, and Desiree, it's interesting that you brought up like the, you know, the hole in your head and the scars that you had, because that is the actual cover of your book, and that has been a big topic of debate and a big, you know, that's kind of been brought into the forefront. Tell us a little bit about how you obtained these scars, and you know, how did that happen to your face?
Well, I won't go into detail all about it because it will be in my book,
Okay,
and so that's something that I never actually went into detail about ever. Um, so that right there, I mean, it's the book is has already was already going to be published, and already I just was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just push this book deal right now because I'm going through a lot of pain right now.
mm-hmm.
I need some type of excitement in my life. If I do die, my kids need some type of revenue going. I'm gonna drop my book. I need to be heard if I'm not here no more. So I'm gonna drop my book.
Gotcha.
That's the reasoning of the book. The book is not for no money. The book is to help young girls not go through what I went through. The book is to show people how to go through adversities and to go through things like this when the internet is bullying you and when people are attacking you, how to stand tall and keep your head up. You cannot fall victim to people lying on you. Every reaction does not need a reaction, but you guys are messing with my livelihood. Posting pictures of my vehicle on the internet, doing things like that is messing with somebody's livelihood. Or posting a pictures of what you think is my vehicle off of what somebody posted. Posting a picture of a vehicle I ride in, or even or like that is that's not right. My kids ride in that car. What if you, because you're sitting up here lying and somebody just wants to attack me because you're lying on me and saying that I'm scamming, but I have not seen one proof of a scam. Why am I scamming? Because I haven't gotten the surgery done yet? Why am I scamming? Because I've been taking trips and I have my hair done and I have my nails done? I've been having my hair done. I've been having my nails done. I've been taking trips before
So I
all of
guess
this.
kind of like the narrative is like, how is she able to afford to do like normal things like get your hair done, go take a trip? So that means you, I guess that means you're a scammer pretty much. I'm assuming.
I guess women can't have sugar daddies or nothing no more. I don't know. Like, I guess, like my sugar daddy might not, not sugar daddies, but a man I messed with might not have $21,000, but he might have enough money to go get my hair and my nails fixed.
Gotcha.
He might have enough money to make sure that I get to my doctor's appointments.
Now, another question we have for you, Desiree, is there's been basically rumors out there saying that you cashed out your GoFundMe account. Can you confirm? Have you actually cashed out the GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe is now closed.
Mm-hmm.
The GoFundMe raised about $13,500. Um, a lot of it was taken, I guess, by GoFundMe. They actually take their own percentage out of people's money, so they have their percentage. So they don't give you a whole 14 or 15,000. You just get a percentage of the amount,
Of whatever you raised on there.
which was 13,000.
Uh-huh.
Um, that's what I did cash out on February the 14th, the day that these bloggers said that we're going to get this thing taken down and blah, blah, blah. And that's when I actually done it. Not when I took those trips, not when I got a car. Not, I've been doing these things. I've been having brand new cars. I've been taking trips. I've been having my hair done. There's not with no, like, I've been getting my makeup done. Do your research down my page. There's no proof that I spent your money. I've been already having money and getting money. I was doing video things on the internet where guys were sending me money and I would send them videos. That's how they're getting those videos. So you already know that I was getting money. Those videos are not just being leaked like that. I was getting money for them.
Gotcha.
It wasn't no porn. It wasn't none of that. I was just using Instagram and getting money off of there.
And
So
and that's some type of like subscription service, or like how that
yeah,
how's that?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
gotcha.
And so I kind of, that's what I was doing. And I had my own revenue plus other things that I had going on, plus other, gigs that I had going on. I didn't have $21,000 or $14,000, but I had enough money to
So
buy
Desiree,
me.
Desiree, also you said something about like you run a business or you own a business or some along.
I have business paperwork, yes, for my Right Time Kitchen, where I sell food to people at times and things like that. And I have a actual DBA and everything with the Travis County courthouse. It's
Okay.
here. This I actually been having this small business since 2017, I believe. 2017, 2016. But it's not a consistent, like a $40,000, $100,000 business.
So so
I'm
you so you,
able
so you
to
pretty
make.
much do it when you can
I
type of
do it when I
business.
can, and if
Okay.
people call and say they need food, I have a cooking page called The Right Time Kitchen,
Okay.
and everything. So I have my own revenue of some sort, but it's just not enough to get my surgery done.
Okay.
I mean, I like people are thinking because I buy a piece of bubble gum, it's with the GoFundMe money.
Right.
Because I go buy a piece of chips, because I take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese, I'm using the GoFundMe money. The GoFundMe money was not cashed out until February the 14th, which was the day that I so-called just got trolled on the internet.
It kind of reminds me of TLC when I guess they did like a crowdfunding or something like that when they brought out an album. They were kind of under the microscope, so I guess they
I
didn't
mean,
get their
I'm not
album
mad
until.
about being under the microscope. That's
Mhm.
not what I'm mad at. I'm not mad about anything. I
Mhm.
just rather you guys come with receipts
Gotcha.
and come with actual factual proof instead of he say, she say. Come with, come in and with factual things. This lady that's covering this story is going to go find all of these people, and you made this story about this girl that's supposedly my cousin and all of that, and you say that this lady is my cousin, but on there she actually says she's not my cousin. She's married to a family member,
Okay.
which makes her not my cousin,
Mhm.
right? But how, but you want to claim me as your cousin? We had a whole problem. We had a whole fight before. Why would you be claiming me as your cousin and we're not actual family? And you said that out your own mouth.
So okay, so in terms of this lady that alleged to be your cousin, or
Mm-hmm.
she said that she married into the family. Like, what was the beef between y'all? Are y'all cordial right now, or do y'all just not speak? Like, what's going on with that situation for the viewers that don't know what's going on with
Well,
that?
I actually thought that she was never even supposed to ever speak on me because she called the police on me.
Mm.
So, um, really, she's irrelevant in this whole situation. But let's address the lies in her story,
Okay.
not her. Let's address her inconsistency in her story. First and foremost, she's not my cousin because she said that herself, that she was not a real cousin of mine. But in this storyline, it said that she's my cousin. But in soon as the storyline comes on, she's actually not my real cousin, right? Okay. Um, she says that I don't have custody of my kids. But clearly you can see my daughter in the videos of me and Tasha K. And clearly she said that I walked my kids to the park and took them to the park, my daughter and my son, and I was running with them or whatever. But you said I don't have custody of my children. So what am I doing walking with my kids? Okay. She said that she stays 10 feet from me. Mm-hmm. If you stay 10 feet, stay 10 feet from me, why you go contact this lady? Why anything that you had to say to me or get off your chest, you couldn't come 10 feet and speak it? You stay 10 feet away from me, right? So you could have walked 10 feet over and came and spoke to me about whatever it is that you needed to say, woman to woman, like a woman. You stay 10 feet away, remember. You were saying that you're taking a picture of my car. Whether that's my car or that's not my car, why are you so harassed and obsessed with what somebody else has going on? That has nothing to do with you. Are you getting paid for being this? Is this paying you? You are going out of your way bluntly to try to make somebody else look bad for no reason. There's no reason to be trying to make me look bad when I don't got nothing to do with you. You stay 10 feet from me. You can't have that much of a problem. You can't. If you can walk past me and you can see me every day, and you can see me walking with my kids to the store, and you can see all of this and all of that, you don't have that much of a problem, honey.
Now, does she speak to you at all? Like when you see her and you walking past, I mean, do y'all speak or y'all just keep it moving? Like, how does that go?
We just keep it moving and keep it cordial. You haven't said none of this stuff that you should have been saying. I mean, I see her all the time. So all of a sudden you have all of this to say. I see you stay 10 feet away from me. You stay 10 feet
now
away.
let's look. One question I have as well is kind of like, okay, she said that you basically you stole her vehicle, you ruined her wedding day, and you pretty much put her 3-year-old daughter out on the side of the road. Like, how does?
Okay, so you said I ruined your wedding day. Okay. You said I put your 3-year-old daughter out on the side of the road. Now let's go into her story. Now, you said that I came to the party drunk. Or did I come to the party with 2 bottles of liquor? Or so was I already drunk when I got there, or did I get drunk with you? Okay. You said that you didn't want me in your car, and you didn't want me in your house, and you and your husband didn't want me in your car, in your house, and over there by your house. Well, let me tell you something. If somebody I don't care for is at something of my events, you got to go. Bye. You stay next door. You can walk right on 2 feet over, 10 feet over. You could walk 10 feet over to your house and go home. You could have blankly said, I don't want you over here. You can leave. And I would have walked 10 feet over to my house. But instead, no, that's not the story. We were hanging out. We got into an altercation. I felt like I was about to be jumped. So I put her daughter out the car and got in the car and drove off and put the car up the street and called an Uber and left.
So literally the car was up the street, so it wasn't.
And like I was sending her text messages and all of this and all of that, but she was just so mad that I guess that happened to her. She was like, I'm gonna let the police pick the car up and blah blah blah. So I mean, I let that happen like that. And she said that I put her child out on the side of the road. Why don't I have a child endangerment charge? This was looking for me, and the police had me on grand theft auto charges. Why they don't have me on charges of assault for hitting you first, supposedly, right? So if you say that
you say that the police picked your daughter up and that I have a unlawful use of a motor vehicle charge and we had a fight all in the same night. Why do I only have one charge of unlawful use of a motor vehicle? Why don't I have a child endangerment charge? You said I put your child out on the side of the road. I should be going to jail for that. Or not even that. If a person put my child out on the side of the road, every time I see this person, I'm going to walk 10 feet over to them.
Right.
Because you touched my child and you put my child in harm's way. If I put your child in harm's way. Why I don't have an assault charge? If we had a fight and I hit you first and I was the aggressor. Why is not an assault charge?
So Desiree, so the viewers that don't really know, so basically the people that was in attendance at the, I guess, I don't know, the wedding reception, they were all like her family? Was it your family?
This was not no wedding reception. This was outside at her house that's next door to my house.
Did you know any of the people that was at the party?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't ask to come to her party. Like, that's not even, all of that stuff is even irrelevant. What I'm trying to get to the point is your story it's not consistent. You said that you was with me the night that I had to fight and I had this hole in my head and you were with me. Well, if you was with me and you my cousin, why you ain't help me? Okay. Or why you didn't call the police like you did when you called them on me? You ain't had no problem calling the police on me. Why you ain't calling them on the people that jumped on me? If you was there. Why did I have to get in a car with somebody else and leave my car downtown if you was with me? Why you couldn't have drove my car and drove me to wherever I needed to go? Why was a group of dudes around me if you supposedly was with me? You supposed to be my cousin?
So she wasn't with you for any of those?
No, she was not with me at all. She was not with me at all. She called the police on me, but she never called the police supposedly. Like, I was laying outside, damn near dead. It's a video of that all over the internet. Mm-hmm. You called the police on me, when we had we had a fight. Why you ain't called them on me when I was laying outside bloody? Why you didn't call the police then if you were there?
So when you say that video, you talk about that viral video that was showing you
on the ground laying down, asking for help.
Okay.
If I'm asking for help and you're my cousin or my friend or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, whatever you want to call yourself, why didn't you help? How is the thing is this? How are you gonna file charges on me and call the police on me? And now you're the aggressor. Now you told the police you were the victim. Now you beat me up and all of this and all of that. Now you're the aggressor. How you gonna file charges on somebody and you're the aggressor? That's not how that works. Usually the victim file charges, not the aggressor. Usually the aggressor goes to jail, not the victim. So your story has a lot of inconsistency. And this is not about bashing anybody. This is just about your story has a lot of inconsistency. And last but not least, let's get on the whole reason the whole internet thinks that I'm dying. I was asked to come on a woman's show by the name of Tasha K. And I also just want to, first and foremost, I would like to thank Tasha K for the opportunity to have me on her show to educate young girls on loving themselves and the whole illegal injections awareness, because from her show, I did have a lot of young women that came out to me and asked me for advice on the next steps. There was a lot of nights that I stayed up to 2 and 3 in the morning coaching these women and just talking to these women and crying with these women because I felt their pain
Did
too.
you receive any compensation for helping these young women out in terms
No.
of no? Okay.
No, never. Just did it from the heart. Just
Gotcha.
did it from the heart. Never wanted no money from them. I like, this is not about money. If I wanted to make money, I could have went to I didn't have to never tell nobody about this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all assured me out for $14,000 when I could go to the strip club and make $20,000. I couldn't have said nothing and just went and stripped and did whatever I did for money and just ran it up on my own. I didn't have to tell nobody nothing. I did that on my own. This lady, Tasha K, asked me, she said, I want to cover your story. It's an amazing story. And I would like to.
So you reached out to her or she reached out to you?
She reached out to me.
Okay.
And actually, that's actually not her first time reaching out to me. She's actually reached out to me before, back in 2017, trying to cover my story on what happened to my face. So
okay.
This is not the first time of her trying to reach out to me. This is actually her second time trying to reach out to me. I just finally responded to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know who she was. And she was just like, I'm this famous blogger. And I can help you raise the money for your surgery. And she was just seeming like she was coming from a good place. Which she might have been coming from a good place. I'm not sure. But the original, when I did the interview with her, there was no titles, there was no nothing. When she released that interview 2 weeks later or a week and a half later, it said women dying from butt shots. She posted that, and that was the first story of me supposedly dying from butt shots, was from Tasha K. All of her titles are clickbaits so she can make money. She's a blogger, so she's gonna put something really good in her, in her title to make you click on it, so that way people can subscribe and she can get money from it. That's how bloggers work. That they come on there with a good, positive vibe, and then they'll eventually turn the story around and make you look bad, so that way they can get more attention and that way their views are better. She also has a video saying that she lied on a woman before views on purpose, and everybody fell for that shit. And she was saying that was her job. Basically, that's what she does. She reached out to me in 2017, trying to cover the story from my face. And I just feel like, why would you want to interview a scammer? Why would you want this scammer on your show in 2017 and 2000? Why are you trying to cover this scammer's? Why are you trying to cover a scammer's story? Why are you covering any stories without doing your research first? If people been saying I've been a scammer since back then, you should have been doing your research, right? Why haven't you been doing your research? I also have our inboxes, and she also asked to help me raise the money. She kept talking about like, oh, the donations are rolling in, and let's close this campaign out, and all of this and all of that. She's the one been pushing this campaign. She was the one pushed this campaign. And what I want people to understand is bloggers are going to be bloggers. They're going to do their job. So I have nothing bad to say about this lady, right? Because she's just doing her job. She's getting money. She's getting the attention of people, and you guys are believing her. When she's known to have stories that don't stick. You guys are believing he say, she say with no factual proof. I'm a scammer because I haven't got my surgery done yet. But the doctor's office said that I couldn't get my surgery done until August, so I had to go find another doctor's office, and that's starting a whole nother process. So where you saying I'm a scammer in your whole video, but not one time that you actually prove the fact that I scammed somebody. In reality, you only bashed me in the video. Why are you bashing a woman that you actually reached out to? Why? You reached out to this woman and now you're bashing her? You wanted this lady to be on your show. And now you have something bad to say. And you posted and said that I was dying. Not once in our first interview did we speak about me dying tomorrow.
I mean, I said that this was a life or death situation. I did say that because it is a life or death situation. It's very important in an emergency for me to get this out of my body. In my eyes, it is. I want them to find the paperwork. And this is the thing about Tasha K. If she got them hard proof facts about something about you, and I said I'm gonna die, and blah, she would have had that floating big across the screen when the video first came on. That's how she rolled. I'm sick, and then that's also a mental feeling. You do feel like you about to die when you got something inside of your body and you having trouble breathing and you can't breathe and stuff like that. And you have to go to the hospital every other day because you can't walk or your back is hurting or you can't do things in certain times. That at the end of the day, it comes and it goes. It's like a disease. It'll hit your body when it's ready to hit your body. You just have to be ready for it. So I feel like I was down and out and I was, sick. And the moment that I was not like all the way sick anymore, yes, I got up and started moving around because I know that it's going to be a time that I'm going to be down again.
So you weren't like bedridden through the whole entire thing. You was
I've
able.
never was bedridden. And see, in
Okay.
the original post, and I would like for you to post that, it says that the doctors are making me leave the hospital. I am not able to stay here.
Gotcha.
They're telling me I have to find another option, basically. So there was nowhere there. She did that whole thing. And then this is the thing, like, this is the thing. How much money you have 510 viewers on the story about me. You're a blogger. You make money off of it. In reality, you actually told your follower, you're mad at me, but you told your followers and you asked to use my platform for my GoFundMe. You told your followers, I'm Tasha K. I'm gonna donate this first $100 to Desiree. So I would like you guys to do the same thing. So you are actually the one who actually, in reality, I had my own platform going on my page, but you actually pushed this all the way on your own. Why would you push this all the way on your own if I'm a scammer? So that means that you don't do your research on your stories. You just cover them, and then all of a sudden you have a problem with this person. That's a trending thing in your stories. That's how you make money. You start off cool with people, and then bam, there goes the controversy. That's what YouTubers do. And I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not. I'm not upset with her. I'm not mad with her. I'm not, but I would just like for her to state facts. I just want her to be truthful about the things that she's saying. You have not posted not one receipt. All you're posting is he say, she say. In the video with the supposedly cousin lady, you are on there saying, well,
we heard that she's a scammer, but we haven't actually had proof. So we heard that you're coming on here with the tea. So you got the proof? There's not one time that you have no proof of that.
So being that, you know, you were pretty much attacked on the internet.
I'm still being attacked. I have messages, DMs, whatever, but that stuff does not bother me. What bothers me is the fact that you should actually use your platform to actually help young girls, because a lot of women did reach out to me on the strength of you because they loved, you know, the fact that you were helping a young woman out.
Gotcha.
Now you say taking the same young woman and tearing her down. Were you really trying to get these people money or something? Because you make money off of the the views or the subscribers or whatever it is. So I'm pretty sure you made a lot of money off of my story. And you're gonna make some more money off of this other story. So I feel like, and then you say you were, oh, I was gonna set her up. Like, if you came wholeheartedly and you did that from the heart, why you want to set people up and do harmful things to them and jeopardize their livelihood, or tell people to call CPS on their children? You have children of your own. You're a mother and a woman before anything. And at the end of the day, this is not about bashing her. This is not about bashing any women. This is just about me proving my facts on this story. These are all facts. And also, she said that, you know, if she gets it wrong, that she'll apologize after, and I will be accepting my apology soon.
So once you go forward with your surgery and all of that, that's ideally that's what you would want to see happen, is an actual apology.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you don't give it, that's fine. Cool. But you know, that means that you also are not a woman of your word as well, because you said that you will apologize. So that means you're a liar if you
Gotcha.
don't apologize.
And Desiree, lastly, man, definitely, I think really important, man. What do you want to tell the people that has donated to your cause? Like, what would you like to
I just want to
let
tell
them know?
everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much for just being wholeheartedly. If you give something to somebody, that's not to be talked about or brought up anymore. You did that from your heart. This lady is acting like she gave me $14,000 across the board. You did not. I had already had money in that GoFundMe before I even spoke to you. So my thing is this: stop believing what people are saying to tear other people down, because a lot of you women and people have been through this same thing, and it does not feel good when the shoe is on the other foot. Stop using these platforms to harm young Black women. That's why we're insecure and doing the things that we're doing now. Because women like you guys try to tear us down about what we've done before. Everybody has a past. Everybody makes mistakes. None of us are perfect. And at the end of the day, people just need to stop judging others off of what other people say. You don't know people's characteristics until you actually meet that person. You cannot go off of what the blogs say. That is their job. That is their job. And at the end of the day, if I was gonna scam, why the hell I'm gonna scam for 14,000? I would have scammed for 21,000. I would have scammed for way more than $14,000. So like, let's just be real. Once the surgery is done, then what? Am I a scammer still? Guys are mad because you can't bully me in this industry. You can't bully me to say what you want me to say. You can't bully me to go and do interviews and like you. I'm not gonna get on an interview with somebody that doesn't care for me. That is not right, for one. Then when we were in Atlanta, I asked to meet with Tasha K. You didn't ask to meet with me. You didn't ask to meet with me. So a lot of your stories have a lot of inconsistency in them. And I just rather that you can say whatever you want to say about me, because it's a freedom of speech. This is your job. Hey, I love the publicity is good, whatever. But don't turn people against somebody that has done nothing to you, but try to help you out, if anything, as well as you helping her out. You guys were helping each other out at the end of the day. Gotcha. Because I haven't got this surgery done right now, it's a problem. You can't rush me and bully me to doing it when you're ready for me to doing it. And at the end of the day, the bullying and all of that type of stuff, it doesn't hurt, but from somebody that supposedly came wholeheartedly in their first story, because she did. Mm-hmm. You never said when you found out I was a scammer. You never said how you found out I was a scammer. You never said what document you found out I was a scammer on. You have no proof. You're just talking. And that ain't right. And at the end of the day, when you dig a hole for somebody, you'll always end up falling in that same hole. I'm not gonna care about no defamation of character or none of that type of stuff. That's not what it's about. It's about the safety of me and my children. You have people thinking that I took their money, and that's me and my kids could be riding around and somebody wants to fight on me because they think I took their money. It's more about safety. You have somebody that lives next door to me spying on me. It's about safety. And I just feel like young girls, no matter what anybody tells you, believe in your own self. Because at the end of the day, and know that you don't need nobody to help you do this. God is going to help you. You don't need nobody to help you. A lot of people come to you in God's clothing, and act like they're so godly, but that's not their intentions. And at the end of the day, it was my mistake for even going on a show with somebody that doesn't care for me. It was my mistake. So at the end of the day, that was my mistake. And me being dragged like this, at the end of the day, is in reality, it's my fault for going and dealing with somebody that had a nasty spirit towards me.
Well, Miss Desiree, man, we definitely appreciate the exclusive, man. You seem like a wonderful spirit, man, and I'm glad you were able to actually give your side of the story to the situation, mm-hmm. man. And I pray, man, that everything with your surgery and all of that, man, gets great and you back to normal and you're able to have a good life, man. Now, was there anything else you want to tell our viewers, man, or anybody?
I just want to tell people just love themselves and don't let other people dictate how to live your life and how your happiness is supposed to be. It's not on their time.
Because I'm sure, man, some people have been victims of internet bullying. I mean, there's kids that take their lives. There's grown-ups that take their lives behind internet bullying. What would you say to somebody that's maybe going through a similar situation that's probably maybe on a smaller scale? Like, what would you tell the young boy, the young girl, the young man, the young woman? What would you tell them?
Keep your head up. Keep your head up and fight. And just know that if you really doing what God wants you to do, that he's going to make a way for you to win.
Got you. All right, Desiree. Well, we definitely Definitely thank you again, man, for tuning into the show, man, and rocking with the Lionel B Show. We would definitely love to see your updates in the future, man. May God bless you. And for all my subscribers out there, man, you already know what I'm finna say. Thank y'all for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Share the videos, and I'll peep y'all on the next one.